as a fundamental right. And he's right about that. The founding fathers didn't recognize abortion as a fundamental right because the founding fathers were racist, misogynist jerk faces who didn't believe that women had any rights at all.
What the fuck?
Hey, what's up, peeps? Jazzbro Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next. As always, your daily dose of common sense and facts. Happy Wednesday. Well, the aftermath of the SCOTUS leak opinion of one Justice Alito saying, well, I think it's time to overturn Roe, send it to the states, and of course, leftist mob lose their minds, going ree and storming the Bastilles of SCOTUS, while the right is cautiously optimistic, like myself. And of course, here come the idiots out of the woodwork from the media left, crying everything that abortion is racist, to Biden somehow thinking that abortion is in the Constitution. And of course, shouldn't be left up to the whim of the American people to vote upon it. Another exciting episode of Assume the Position. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Some clown missed out. Founding fathers were racist, misogynistic jerk faces. Yes, because that's very professionally educated of you, more high schoolish than anything else, who didn't believe women had rights. Yes. The Nation Justice correspondent, Elia Mistal, said on Tuesday's MSNBC, of course, the joys of Reed, that the founding fathers were racist, misogynistic jerk faces when reacting to the draft of a Supreme Court opinion set to overturn Roe v. Wade. Yes, the destruction of 63 million lives, killing off an entire generation because of convenience. Host Joy Reid asked, I want to very quickly go through the reaction to the language itself. I'm not a lawyer, but I pretend to be one. But I did read the opinion, the draft opinion last night. There's something about it that was quite arrogant in sort of saying, well, the law was always wrong, wrongly decided, which we've heard people on the right say for decades, which including one Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who in 1974 said that on its face, the law really was no good. Look it up. Mistal said, Alito's fundamental reasoning is that abortion is not a fundamental right because it doesn't go back to the founding fathers, because the founding fathers didn't recognize abortion as a fundamental right. He's right about that. That is absolutely correct. The founding fathers didn't recognize abortion as a fundamental right because the founding fathers were racist, misogynistic jerk faces. You sure? They're part of the patriarchy. Yes, holding the man down and the woman down because they didn't believe women had any rights at all. He continued. So, of course, they didn't believe that women had a right to their own bodies. The founding fathers didn't believe that marital rape was a thing. Couldn't be a thing, according to the founding fathers, according to Sam Alito. So that's the history that Sam Alito is assessing. Mistal also added, if you do believe in the 14th Amendment worked, then Sam Alito's legal reasoning is laughable on its face and wrong. Well, the 14th Amendment clearly states regarding abortion, oh, that's right, it does not. Sorry. But let's hear from the idiot himself.
Reasoning is that abortion is not a fundamental right because it doesn't go back to the founding, because the founding fathers didn't recognize abortion as a fundamental right. And he's right about that. The founding fathers didn't recognize abortion as a fundamental right because the founding fathers were racist, misogynist jerk faces who didn't believe that women had any rights at all. So of course.
And there you go from the idiot himself. Oh, and speaking of idiots, let's go to this. This also comes out of Breitbart. Joe Dementia. Constitution gives right to abort a child. I am still waiting on those who actually believe that, who believe that deep inside the Constitution, there is a clause that says, yeah, you have a right to take a human life. I'm still waiting. Mainstream. Religions agree with Roe v. Wade. Yeah, nice try, Joe. President Joe Dementia further reacted to a leaked draft opinion from the Supreme Court on Tuesday, criticizing the radical argument against constitutional right to abortion. The idea that we're going to make a judgment that is going to say that no one can make a judgment to choose to abort a child based on a decision by the Supreme Court, I think goes way overboard. Of course you do, Joe. The president spoke to reporters about the draft opinion as he left D.C. for a trip to Alabama, which of course he has no reason why he's going there in the first place. During his remarks, Dementia falsely claimed that mainstream religions believe that the beginning of human life is open to interpretation. Quote, look, think what Roe says. Roe says that all basic mainstream religions have historically concluded that the existence of a human life begins is a question. Is at the moment of conception. Is it 6 months? Is it 6 weeks? Sorry, Joe, but no. Ask the Catholics, no. Evangelicals, no. Protestants, no. Lutherans, meh. But if you're talking about the Wiccans and the idiots of the alphabet community who believe, who actually talk in a building and pray to a head of lettuce, well, then you're right. The president failed to mention that the Catholic Church, which it claims to be a member, teaches that life begins at the moment of conception. Biden commented on the issue of abortion after a draft opinion from Justice Samuel Alito to overturn Roe was leaked to the media. Yeah, there was nothing intentional about that. He appeared deeply concerned about the leaked opinion, arguing the Supreme Court was threatening to make a radical decision if they chose to overturn Roe v. Wade. No, 63 million deaths. Who cares? If the decision holds, it's really quite a radical decision. It basically says a decision is related to your private life, who you marry, whether or not you decide to conceive a child or not. What does this do? He asked. He also warned that the constitutional right to gay marriage will be endangered as well as other Supreme Court cases involving the right to privacy. It's a fundamental shift in American jurisprudence, he said. Biden said he supported a congressional effort to codify Roe v. Wade in law, but declined to whether or not he supported in breaking the Senate filibuster rules to ensure its passage. Quote, I'm not prepared to make those decisions right now. Well, also, I'm not prepared to decision because, one, I've got no socks on. I think I'm wearing Jill's underwear. My thoughts. Stupid is as stupid does. You can't fix stupid, quote Ron White. When you have idiots like Miss Stow, idiots like Joy Reid, and of course, Dementia Boy shooting his mouth off, which of course he has no conceivable credibility whatsoever regarding the Constitution, because the Constitution says nothing about taking the life of a human being. Nothing. And yet, as I stated earlier, I'm still waiting for those constitutional experts out there. Yes, you libs. I'm still waiting for that clause in there about, yes, murdering your child. But when it comes to idiots like this, and of course they just came out of the woodwork the second this thing got leaked, which of course there was all intention to do so, to basically intimidate the moderate justices and conservative justices. Well, good luck, because Alito's not changing. Neither is Thomas. You hope that Barrett won't. Kavanaugh, Roberts, Gorsuch, no. Yeah, this thing goes down, it's going down, and there's not a damn thing that you libs can do about it. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys again on the next one. Peace.